So in these types of games, there is an arena team called a speed cleave team. Essentially what this team does is buff their attack as much as possible, debuff the enemy's defense, and attempt to win immediately on turn 1. This strategy can be effective for ending arenas quickly and are a requirement to use when attempting high scores on the weekly arena reset. The setup for these teams is crucial. You will need all of these things: an area of effect attack buffer, an area of effect defense breaker or defense ignoring nuker, an area of effect speed buff or invincibility, and at least one area of effect nuker. These are the 4 crucial roles of the team, though it is important to take note that multiple roles can be covered by one unit. For example, Windstrex is able to area of effect speed buff and attack buff with one skill. We have been granted the use of spells here as well, although the spell may be resisted. Which leads me to what it takes to build these teams. More often than not, an enemy can resist your defense break, or you could potentially fail to end the enemy in one turn, giving them a chance at a comeback. A lot more stats need to be present in our setup team than you may think. We need accuracy on our Williams, speed on our Windstrexes, and especially crit rate on our nukers. An area of effect crit rate buffer is an optional but extraordinary way to boost a cleave team. A crit rate buff provides 30% crit rate to a character. That means an area of effect crit rate buff boosts our team's crit rate by a total of 120% split amongst 4 characters. That's 120 critical rate percent you don't have to put in your equipment, giving you more room to breathe and pad out your other stats like crit damage instead. Unfortunately, there's no AoE crit rate buff here, guys. Nothing to see here. Get on your bike, off you go now. Oh my god, unbelievable, I found it. We actually do have an area of effect crit rate buffer at our disposal here. The Desert Wolf is a Nat 2 common that has not only a 1-turn, but a 2-turn area of effect crit rate buff. This means that ideally, you could pair the Desert Wolf with Windstrex for an ideal cleave team. But I named my pet, so from this point on, the Desert Wolf name is going to be Butt Dog. I don't have Windstrex yet on this account, as it's less than a week old right now, but I was lucky enough to get an area of effect attack buffer and invincibility, so I'm able to currently cleave. Normally, I would boast Windstrex, Butt Dog, Hydracia, and then Virgil to come in and clean up after Hydra, but until I have 2 roles covered by 1 unit, my setup will involve 3 steps. Luckily, when I skill up Brand, the attack buff improves to level 2, so I have that to look forward to. How this team is going to work, it will be Celestial Cain first to protect our team. If you don't have him, then Mary is a lesser substitute since her invincibility only lasts until the shield is hit, as opposed to when they cycle over to a new round, but when you're free to play, you have to get crafty. After our team is safe and set up, we'll drop an area of effect defense break and increase our attack. Now we can increase our crit rate for Hydracia. And lastly, capitalize on that with a big attack. If you kill at least 2 guys in that first round, then you're probably safe to finish them off. And now with practically a 100% chance to crit with Hydracia, this allows us to secure victory fairly easily, all thanks to Butt Dog. Hopefully you enjoyed this. If you did, then please drop a like so YouTube pushes this out to more people, but thank you so much for watching, and other than that, y'all, that's gonna do it for me today, and I'll see y'all later. Bye.